Students, today we are going to learn how to pass the journal entries. Here, serial number 1, first transaction is given. Commenced business with cash rupees 50,000. Commence means business started by investing cash of rupees 50,000. When cash is invested in the business, cash comes into the business. So while considering the two aspects or two effects of the transaction, we have to check whether there is a giver, whether it is an expenditure, whether it is any kind of real account where something comes in the business. So here cash comes in the business because the cash is invested. Secondly, here the proprietor or the owner is investing the cash into the business. So the proprietor or the owner becomes the giver of the capital. Whenever any kind of cash or any kind of machinery is brought into the business to set up the business, it is called capital. So capital is a cash or kind of fixed asset invested in the business. So which are the two aspects of this transaction? The first aspect is cash comes into the business. As you know that every transaction has two aspects, and the second aspect of the transaction is proprietor or the owner is the giver of the capital. So the two accounts which are involved in the first transaction are the cash account and the capital account. Now after that we have to find the nature of the account involved. First one is the cash account. Cash we can see and touch. Anything which we can see, touch and feel is known as the real account. Once you can recognize the type of the account, you can apply the three rules which I have given in the previous lecture. For the real account, the rule is debit what comes in and credit what goes out. So here cash comes in the business. That is why we have to debit cash account. Then second account which is involved in the transaction is the capital account. Capital account is the type of a personal account. So here the rules are debit the receiver, credit the giver. Here the owner is investing capital in the business, so he becomes the giver, so credit the giver. So that is why capital account is credited in the journal entry. So the journal entry will be cash account debit to capital account credit. Second transaction, advertisement paid rupees 5,000 to Imran. Now we have to find out the two aspects of the transaction, two effects. First one, advertisement is an expenditure, and when we make the payment for the expenditure, cash goes out of the business. However, the cash is paid to Imran, so Imran is a person, so personal account is also involved in this transaction. So students, if you see this transaction, there is an expenditure, there is a cash, and there is a person. Three types of accounts are involved. But whenever there is an expenditure and when the cash is paid, at that time we have to ignore the personal account. That is why Imran's account we are not going to consider. So only two accounts we are going to consider, that is the advertisement account and the cash account. Now advertisement is an expenditure. So all the expenses, losses, gains and incomes come under nominal account. And the rule for the nominal account is debit all expenses and losses and credit all incomes and gains. Since advertisement is an expenditure, we have to debit advertisement account. And cash is the real account. Cash goes out of the business and cash is the real account. Credit what goes out. Since cash goes out, we have to credit cash account. So the journal entry is advertisement account debit to cash account. Next, third transaction, deposited cash into Bank of India rupees 10,000. Now here there are two accounts involved. First one is the cash account, then Bank of India account. When we deposit cash into the bank, bank is the receiver and bank is an artificial personal. So bank account will come under the category of personal account. I'll repeat again, bank is an artificial person. So bank account comes under the category of the personal account. And whenever we deposit cash into the bank, bank becomes the receiver. Bank receives the cash. And the rule for the personal account is debit the receiver. So in this third transaction, we have to debit Bank of India account. Now whenever the businessman deposits cash into the bank, cash goes out of the business and cash is the real account, and the rule is debit what comes in, credit what goes out. In this case, cash goes out of the business, so we have to credit cash account. Next, purchase goods from Sunil rupees 13,000. Now here you can see that three accounts are involved, that is purchase goods, then Sunil account and then cash account. Now purchases is an expenditure, so purchases will come under the category of the nominal account, and the rule is debit all expenses and losses. So here we have to debit purchase account. What happens about the remaining two accounts? There is Sunil account also, and also there is a cash account. So we have to check whether cash goes out of the business in this transaction. Here they have not mentioned about cash going out of the business. So whenever it is not mentioned whether the cash goes out of the business or not, and whenever the person's name is given, at that time you have to assume that it is a credit transaction. Since it is a credit transaction, cash is not involved in this. This is not the cash transaction. So cash is not involved. So we cannot credit cash account. Now when goods are purchased from Sunil, Sunil is a personal account. He becomes the giver. He gives the goods to the business. So Sunil is a giver and Sunil's account is a personal account, credit the giver. So that is why the journal entry is purchases account debit to Sunil's account. Then the next is sold goods for cash rupees 12,000. When goods are sold, goods go out of the business, okay, and it is the revenue, it brings the income for the business, and cash comes in the business. So two accounts which are involved in this transaction are sold goods, that is the income, and cash, which is the real account. So here cash comes in the business while sales is an income for us. So two accounts, one is cash, that is the real account, so debit what comes in. So we have to debit cash account. While sales is the income, it is the nominal account, credit all incomes and gains, so we have to credit sales account. So the journal entry is cash account debit to sales account credit. Then the last transaction, received commission rupees 4,500. Whenever the income is received, cash comes in the business. So here cash is involved and commission is involved. The commission is received, it means it is an income for the business. When the commission is received, cash comes in the business, and cash is the real account, debit what comes in. That is why we have to debit cash account. While commission received is an income and it is a nominal account. Credit all the incomes and gains, so we have to credit commission account. So here they have given the notes for transaction number 2, that is advertisement paid to Imran. Here Imran's account is not affected because cash goes out of the business and it is an expenditure. And transaction number 4, this is considered as credit purchase. There is a printing error. Here goods are purchased, so it is actually a credit purchase because here it is not mentioned whether the cash is given or not. So in this way you have to pass the journal entries. Now the next chart, it is given that you have to fill the chart in your notebook. I will just explain. First one, commenced business with cash rupees 90,000. Whenever the business is started, whenever the business is commenced, always two accounts are involved. First is the cash account and second is the capital account. So the two aspects are cash comes in the business and capital is invested. So two accounts involved are cash and capital. Cash is the real account. So here for cash you have to write real account, and capital is the personal account. So under classification of accounts you have to write real account for cash and personal account for capital. What is the rule applied for the real account? Cash comes in the business, so debit what comes in. So the account to be debited is cash account. Now here money is invested, so capital is the personal account. Rule applied is credit the giver. So the account to be credited is the capital account. Here you have to write capital account. Then second one, deposited cash into Dena Bank rupees 9,000. Now in this case Dena Bank is the receiver of the cash, and second aspect of the transaction is cash goes out of the business. So here you have to write Dena Bank is the receiver of the cash. Under the two aspects you have to write Dena Bank is the receiver of the cash, and the second aspect is cash goes out of the business. Now Dena Bank is an artificial personal, so the accounts involved here are Dena Bank and cash. And classification of account for Dena Bank you have to write personal account, and for cash you have to write real account. What is the rule applied here for the personal account? Dena Bank is the receiver, so debit the receiver. And the rule applied for the real account, credit what goes out. Here cash goes out of the business, so the account to be debited is Dena Bank being the receiver, and what goes out of the business? Cash. So the account to be credited is cash account. Third, withdrew cash for personal use rupees 1,500. Now here the businessman has taken a cash of rupees 1,500 from the business for his personal use. Whenever the goods or cash is taken by the businessman for the personal use is called drawings. So here you have to debit that owner's drawing account. So here the two effects of the transaction are owner's drawings account is debited, while when he takes the cash from the business, cash goes out of the business. So the two accounts which are involved here are drawings. Here since the cash is taken for personal use, that account is called drawings account. And what goes out of the business? Cash. Now the classification of the accounts, drawings account is considered as the personal account, and the rule applied for the drawings account is debit the receiver. here when the businessman withdraws cash from the business, he receives the cash. So that is why the rule applied is debit the receiver. So the drawings account is to be debited. While cash of rupees 1500 goes out of the business. So here cash goes out, second aspect of the transaction, and account involved is the cash account. And what is the type of this cash account? Real account. And the rule applied is credit what goes out. So here account to be credited is cash account. Next, purchase goods from Mandar rupees 12,000. Now in this transaction it is not mentioned whether the cash is paid when the goods are purchased. Nothing is mentioned about the cash. So this is considered as a credit transaction. So the two aspects of the transaction are purchases is the expenditure and Mandar is the giver because goods are purchased from him. Since it is a credit transaction, we are not going to mention anything about cash. So the accounts involved are purchases account and Mandar account. Now classification of account. Purchases is the nominal account and the rule applied is debit expenses. So account to be debited is purchases account. Second aspect of the transaction is Mandar is the giver. Account involved is Mandar's account. What is the type of the account? Personal account. Mandar is a person, so it is a personal account. What is the rule? Credit the giver. So account to be credited is Mandar's account. Here you have to write Mandar's account. Next, paid salary rupees 2,900. Now the two accounts involved in this case are cash and the salary. So two aspects of the transaction. Salary is an expenditure, and when the salary is paid, cash goes out of the business. So the second aspect of the transaction is cash goes out. Two accounts involved in this transaction are, first is the salary account and second is the cash account. Classification of the account. Salary is the nominal account because it is the expenditure, while cash is the real account. When salary is paid, it is the expenditure for the business, so the rule apply for the nominal accounts are debit all the expenses. So here we have to debit salary account. Here you have to write salary account. When the salary is paid, the second account which is involved is the cash account, which you have to write here cash account. What is the type of this account? Cash is the real account because we can see and touch and feel cash. And the rule applied is credit what goes out. So the account to be credited is the cash account. Here you have to write cash account. Last one, received interest rupees 4,000. When interest is received, it is the income for the business and cash comes in the business. So the two aspects of the transactions, first is cash comes in the business and second aspect is interest received is an income. So two accounts which are involved here, first is the cash account, second is interest received account. Now what is the type of account? Cash is the real account, while interest received is the nominal account. The rule applied for cash, debit what comes in. So account to be debited is cash account. And the rule applied for the interest received being the nominal account, credit all the incomes and gains. So account to be credited is interest received account. So in this manner we have to pass the journal entries.